Hi there, I'm Michael Giblin with Fiddlershop.com. This is a tutorial for the fourth violin part for the Let It Snow group project here at Fiddlershop. So I've got a couple pieces of advice. I'm going to play it through basically first so you can hear what it's supposed to sound like. You can play along with me if you like to practice. And then afterwards, I've got a couple keys to success. Pointers to success. So I'm going to put my little earbud in here so I can hear it over here. And I'm going to play it along with the click track. And I recommend using the click track that says for all the parts. It has just a little bit of a slightly longer introduction. So here I'm going to press play. 2, 1, here we go. 3, 2, play. All right, so just a couple pointers to keep in mind. Two big things. If you take away nothing else, I want you to remember this. First is the eighth notes are swung. So instead of playing, oh, the weather outside is frightful, but just think about how we would sing it, and it's, oh, the weather out. So basically, it only applies to the eighth notes. You don't have to worry about it for any other notes, just the eighth notes. The second big overarching principle is sustain the notes, especially when you have the half notes or anything longer. Sometimes when we sing it, we go, the weather outside is frightful, and the fire is so delightful. But the beauty of playing violin is, of course, you don't have to breathe. And I mean, there are some places where it's appropriate and it's marked with a rest, but really try to sustain some of these long notes so that there's not big gaps in the sound. So to get started, maybe before we go through a couple small things, again, the bowings are a nice sort of suggestion, or I mean, they work nicely if you follow them for the most part. But feel free to change them if you need to. Really, the more important thing is rhythm, staying with the click track, and making sure that you're really swinging. Because if some people are swinging the eighth notes and some people are playing straight, then it's going to be a kind of a big cacophony. So when we get started, just and it's okay to play open strings if you want. I mean, if you can play fourth finger sometimes, it's not a big deal there. Do keep in mind in measure 4, this is B flat. You can just go 1, 1. Just scooch that back. Sustain. Open E is fine. Open A is okay. If you want to play, add a little bit of vibrato just to sort of, warm things up a little bit. That'd be appreciated. Play as you're comfortable. So again, it's pretty much the same idea going on from measure 9. The courtesy accidental isn't written in, so just be mindful of that it is B flat still. And then just be careful, again, in measure 12. It's not a there's not the 2/8 pickup there. It's just a quarter note pickup. So we go so I know it's sometimes we're used to always having 2/8 note pickups. Right there, it's just a quarter note. So just watch out for that. Here in measure 16, could we play those quarter notes, these bop, bop, they're kind of cutesy little things. Play those short. They're not noted in the part, and there's no distinction in the click track. Also, they play that, but it's kind of just cute if we go just a little bit different. Sorry, I'm making up notes. But I hope you get the idea. It'll come back again at the end. But let's look at this next part where when we finally kiss goodnight. So this is a little bit of a longer phrase. Try not to get too bogged down. I know it's really hard playing with a click track because it's just like and so it's hard. It's easy. The temptation, of course, is just start to play really mechanically. But try to see this as a longer phrase. And you can do that a lot of times by stretching, sustaining that dotted half note, right? The E. If it dies off, then it just sounds just kind of pedantic. So try to have some musicality here if you can. Here's a little bit where you could experiment with changing the bowings. That's not going to hurt anything. So this is going to be the trickiest measure right here. This is 23. Just be careful of this. I go 3, 2, 1, and then play open string, and then that's F natural, right? So it's a little bit of a goofy. This is sort of an inner voice, sort of noodly thing that sometimes we don't get the nice little voice leading tones that resolve nicely. You get these little like, what is happening? And then we're back to the recap. Everything is pretty much the same. Keep swinging everything. Scooch down 1, 1 to play the B flat. Here, there is a rest, so do observe that rest. Don't sustain through that rest. Rest. Sustain. Sustain. And then these last 2 notes, play them both short if you would. Yeah, something like that. So again, they're not noted like that, but it'll just be fun. It's just a nice little way to kick off the end. So again, those are the main pointers to success. When you record it, please make sure you're recording with the click track and try to film it so that we can see your instruments, your face. Try not to be so close so that, we can't see who you are. We all we see is the mouth, Try not to be so far away that we can't tell, who's playing, if anybody is playing. And try to film it, in this position, not vertically. So horizontally, if you could. Those are kind of the things that help the project come together nicely. I think there's some other instructions on the page. Some things like please leave enough time at the beginning of the video and also at the end so that things aren't cut off. We don't cut you off too soon. All right, that's basically it. Thanks so much. Happy practicing, and we look forward to seeing you part of the group project. Thanks.